Good morning, everybody. It is officially the 10th of July. It is Thursday. It is the funnel team. We're rocking out here with, as always, fantastic training for you guys and just kind of insight, tips, education, all that sort of good stuff. Hanging out with my brother from another, Mr. Clean over there, because obviously he got the memo. Hey, wear white. Um, what's going on, Bill? How are you? You excited? You
Doing
fired
good.
up?
Fired up, dude. I'm pumped. Just keep
Nice.
on rolling. Good stuff.
So there's a couple things that we're going to talk about today. Two things, really. I want to talk about resiliency and being motivated to driven. We've talked about this here before. Mental toughness. I want to talk about mental toughness. It's just it amazes me, how many people just get beaten down by mental toughness. It's the number one most important aspect of your business. The other thing I want to talk about is slow down to go fast. I want to talk about that for a second. Slow down to go fast. Okay. That's also very, very important. So let's start with that one first. Okay. So yesterday, I posted a video because I wasn't able to go live yesterday because right at 10 a.m. yesterday, I had to take my wife to her follow up appointment from her gallbladder surgery a couple of weeks ago. And by the way, so many of you guys reached out to me, dropped a comment, said, "Hey, hope she's doing great. Hope she's doing awesome." So thank you guys. I really appreciate that. True family over here. So many of you guys reached out and were really nice and sincere. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, Appointment went well. Everything was good there. So she's recovering, as anyone should be, 2 weeks post surgery. So all is good. Now, at the time of that appointment is typically when we would go live. So what I did in the morning is I recorded a video, and I posted the video. I said, "Hey guys, here's some things you guys need to know about." I let you guys know about a couple of things, that we had our first Teachable Tuesday that we've had in a long time. And I said, "Hey," and here's where this is kind of like the whole like slow down to go fast thing is coming into shape here. Is in that video, and I tagged everyone. I said, "Hey, um, here's what's going on," and I showed you guys. I shared my screen and I showed you guys, "Hey, Teachable Tuesday. Here's a new folder. Here's the new document from last night's training. It's now in the vault because many of you guys said while we were live, 'Hey, is this document going to be in the vault? Where's this document? Where can I get a hold of it?'" So I showed you guys where to go get it. And then I showed you guys where to go get the training replay, the Teachable Tuesday training replay, and all of our replays. So, pop quiz, where are our training replays located? Let me ask you guys right now, since obviously there's dozens of you guys here. Where is our training replays located? Put that in the comments right now. Let's do a little pop quiz. Okay. Yeah, in the bonus section, the bonus tab, live training replays. And here's and this is how we can kind of gauge where people are at, um, on many levels, where people are at in their business, where people are at just kind of how they carry themselves, how they act, how they go about their day to day life. In that video, I literally had my screen shared and I showed you guys go here, click here, right here, and I even circled it. I took a red marker on the screen and I circled it. I said, "This is where the training replays are. This is where last night's Teachable Tuesday replay is." And then what happened, I think two or three times, some of you guys commented below the video and said, "Where can I find the replay?" And I'm just like,
Mhm.
it's so when I say, everybody comment this right now. I need you, whether you're watching the replay, if you can find it. Love that joke. You're watching the replay, or sorry, had to, or you're here with us live. Comment, slow down to go fast. Slow down to go fast. The fact that people would comment and say, "Where can I find the replays?" basically means A, you're not watching the video that I just posted, which shows you where the replays are, or B, you watched it and you literally skimmed through it, not paying attention to the information. So, in order to take in the information, guys, sometimes we have to slow down. You got to rule out those distractions. You got to like pay attention to literally what's right in front of you. It's the same thing where people will reach out to me and say, "Hey, how do I do this in CapCut? Or how do I do this on YouTube? Or how do I do this in Zoom? Or how do I do this wherever it is?" And the answer is literally right in front of you. It's literally right in front of you, but you're just going through the information so quick that you're not retaining it. Okay? So does this stuff make sense, guys? Please tell me this makes sense. Comment makes sense if this makes sense. Yeah, you got to be resourceful. You got to slow down to go fast because the information that some people were asking for yesterday was literally right in front of you. I gave you the information, but either you didn't receive it or you didn't hear it, whatever it was. So I just want you guys to be aware that, you know, the stuff is out there. The information's right there. So sometimes we got to slow down to go fast. So there you go. A little bit of housekeeping. Um, just got to put that out there because some of you guys are asking questions and the answer is like you were on the answer and you didn't get it. Okay. So thank you for that. Um, here we go. I don't know about you guys. Really quick, total side note. Um, Amazon Prime Days going on right now. Oh my gosh, there's some killer deals on there. Oh my gosh. And as an avid golfer, if anyone golfs, geez, Louise, there are some. I have like a couple things saved in my cart. Killer deals out there for those of you guys that are, if you guys are into like, saving money on shopping and all that good stuff. Anyway, um, Bill, you laughed. Are you got some things saved? You already ordered some things?
No, I was laughing because Michelle, that's all she talks about is Prime right now. So it just made me laugh because
Oh my gosh, yeah, there's
she's
some
got,
great deals.
that's all she's doing is
I
looking at
was
that app all
I was
day.
showing my wife last night. I was like, here's the like there's a club I'm looking at. I was like, here's the regular price, here's the sale price, here's the Amazon Prime price. I'm like, whoa. Um, it's
She, she,
literally like,
she came in, Dan, and said she was getting this big grooming kit that has a vacuum and everything. I said,
uh-huh.
it's not needed. She goes, but it's half price.
We don't need any of it. We don't need any of it. It's all just stuff. We don't need the stuff, but it's whatever. Sometimes we can't say no to deals. anyway. So I want to talk about mental toughness, guys. I want to talk about resiliency. So, and this is all story based. This is all literally real life based. And I know some of you guys have gone through this stuff too. Bill recently went through this. We've had some peers in the industry that have recently gone through this stuff. So a couple of you guys recently have commented on the fact that like I've posted in the Facebook group, and that's because I have a backup account. I have a backup Facebook account. It's only got like a couple hundred friends on it. I literally just use it as a backup, like a just in case, for Facebook. I've had it for years, many, many years, and I only use it like a just in case, like I'm using right now. But my main Facebook account back on June 25th got suspended, 180-day suspension, just no idea whatsoever. And it literally said the reason why that I got the suspension, it said in the email from Facebook, was due to weapons and guns, which is just, it's crazy. We all know it's the biggest crock of crap because, you know, I don't have anything to do with weapons and guns or violence or any of that sort of stuff. I just post about, financial education and making money online. That's it. So whatever happened, happened. And the point is, guys, like I could have easily, if you look at if you would have looked at my Facebook account, I had 80,000 followers, 80,000 followers. So when I was posting content out there, I mean, I would get, I don't even know, on a good week, I could get half a dozen to a dozen sales from Facebook alone. So to not have that in my business right now, I mean, that's obviously affecting me. To not have those sales, let's just call it what it is. It sucks, right? But am I going to sit here and, cry about it and turn around and pack up, pack up all the toys and turn around and go home? Am I going to call it a day and be like, yeah, oh, well, can't make sales. I'm done. No, like the answer to that is no, a big fat hell no. You got to find ways to win. And there's always, always, always ways to win, guys. This is what I need you guys to understand. So I've been more utilizing now my backup Facebook account, which of course is a lot slower to move than my other account. You go from 80,000 followers to like a couple hundred friends. I mean, it's big difference, right? But the point is, like, we know what to do. We know what actions to take. We know what steps to take. We know how to build. And it's the same thing over on TikTok. So for me, what I'm doing is I'm going really hard on TikTok, starting to build my other Facebook account, and I'm also going to go really hard on LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is kind of uncharted waters for us as a team. We've never really talked about LinkedIn. We've never really done any trainings on it. We've never really even really brought it up in conversation as far as a tool, a resource that you guys might be able to use. So I'll swing back to LinkedIn in a minute. But the point is, like, for me, I'm going to find a way to win. I'm one of those people, and I hope you're one of those people too, that says, like, hey, okay, here's a roadblock. I can either see the roadblock, I can turn around and I can go home, or I can see the roadblock and I can find a way around it. And that's it. Really two choices: find a way around or turn around and go home. So for me, it was, I'm looking at the map going, how do I get around this thing? How do I figure this thing out? Okay. What turns do I got to take to get around this thing and keep moving forward? And that's literally what I'm doing right now. So I have my main TikTok account, and then I created another TikTok account. So now I have two different TikTok accounts. And we've taught this before, and we've talked about this probably 1,000 times during team trainings. You never know when a channel is gonna take off, right? You never know when a channel is gonna go and explode and get a lot of views and do all that sort of stuff, right? And I'm sure some of you guys have seen this if you guys have had multiple TikTok accounts. Okay, if you guys do me a favor, if you guys have multiple TikTok accounts, just comment the word multiple right now and let me know. And also multiple that you actually use. Like, we can all go create an account and have it sit there, but multiple accounts that you actually use if you guys have multiple accounts, or if you guys are just relying on one. Because a great way to do it is to have multiple accounts. Could be two, could be three, could be five, and you guys are posting videos on each account. Trust me when I tell you this, one of them is going to grow faster than another. And then once an account gets to a certain point, you put more focus and attention on that other account. And a lot of you guys are saying multiple, right? Yeah, and you're going to get warnings. It just is what it is. You guys are going to get warnings. It's going to happen. And when you guys get an account shut down on TikTok, guys, it's literally a rite of passage. Like, it's going to happen. So when it happens, like, don't lose your shit. Don't cry about it. Don't whatever. Like, I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to happen. You guys are going to lose a TikTok account. So just take a breath and get ready for it now. And this is also why it's important too to maybe have a backup account. Hence, why we're having this discussion with, social media and Facebook and everything else. So along the way, now, Bill, you're even like, you've never been a TikTok guy. And even
No, no.
now, to, further have, more growth, more things going on, more opportunities, like, even you're getting out onto TikTok right now, right?
I'm trying. I got two accounts and they were just like, I had them from a while ago. So I was updating them the other day. And with Dan's talking about resilience, I went through the Facebook thing. So Dan will tell you every once in a while, I'll shoot him a real nasty rant. And I say, apologize for the rant. You got to have someone that you can rant to. So, you got to have a partner, someone you can rant to. So I text him and I go, because I wasn't used to it. I'm sitting here on the phone. I'm on my desk, my laptop, and I was having problems. Believe it or not, it's baby problems. I was having problems setting up my new profiles, and I just wasn't used to the amount of words you can put, where they go, and it wasn't saving. So Dan loves TikTok, so I said, "Blah blah blah, I hate this freaking TikTok." Blah blah blah. I sent him a text. I'll tell you, and I
Mm-hmm.
go, "Sorry for the rant," because but this is the most important training. I was just thinking it, Dan. Dan just fell into the most important training in 5 years because this separates the winners, no disrespect to the losers, the quitters. The difference is not how good you are on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube. The difference is not how better your comp plan is. The difference is how do you cope and what's your recovery time?
Mm-hmm.
Your recovery time, the shortest your recovery time, the more success you're going to be. There are so many peers that we have. If they went through some of the things that some others have gone through who persevered, they quit. They quit even if they don't quit. Mentally, they quit. So this is the most important thing. If you can learn this trait to push through resilience, you, without it, you can't have success. Dan,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's my 2 cents on that. This
Yep.
is so important because believe it or not, this is me. I'm a maniac. I have, even though I don't show it, I got patience and I am stubborn. I don't give up on anything. I'll
Mm-hmm.
take a break, but I am stubborn. I do all-nighters sometimes. I'm a maniac. And that's what separates going to the next level. I really believe that is the most important trait, Dan.
Yep. Yeah, no, I would agree with that 100%. So, do me a favor, guys. If you guys are using TikTok right now for your business, just comment the word TikTok. If you're not, do me a favor, just comment the word no. Let me know either way. Be honest. Just put the answer in there. Just let me know if you guys are using it. And if you're not, I mean, it's totally okay. But I'm going to say this: if you guys are not effectively using TikTok, you're literally leaving money on the table. Literally leaving money on the table. And the reason why, and there's some no's in there, and again, that's okay. But just think about it. Like if you really, you want the best opportunities, um, you know, TikTok is an incredible way right now for you guys to build and grow your business. Out of all the four major platforms that we talk about, YouTube, Insta, Facebook, and TikTok, TikTok is the most forgiving. And I mentioned this on Tuesday night during the Teachable Tuesday that it's the easy out of all four platforms, it's the easiest for the brand newest person to start seeing results. Okay, so when I say the most forgiving, that's what I'm talking about. So again, if you're not utilizing that, then you're literally leaving money on the table. So I don't know if there's a fear, I don't know if there's a whatever it is, but slow down to go fast. Take your time, learn it, get your profile, your picture, all that other stuff in there, and then just go do it. Just go do it because we see a lot of people finding success over there. And Shannon had a great comment. She said, "I think I've lost 5 to 6 TikTok accounts, and that's probably in like the past couple of years of doing this." And certainly when you have accounts, one account's going to grow faster than another. Now, Shannon, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of your accounts now has what 13 or 14,000 followers, something along those lines. I might be off. I might be thinking, 20,000. I mean,
Nice.
you know what I mean? Like this is what I'm talking about. Like think about it. Like she's lost 5 or 6 accounts, and then got another account to 20,000 followers. That's this is where it's totally doable. Look at Mark. Mark's another guy. I don't know if Mark's on right now, but
He's
Mark's
here.
another guy that went to 14 or 15,000 followers. Just getting out there and posting and taking action. So guys, anybody could do this. Anybody could do this. And you got to remember this, especially if you guys remember this from Tuesday. It takes one video, literally one video that goes north and gets thousands of views, and it completely changes your business. It completely changes your results, the amount of followers you have, the amount of engagement you have, the amount of leads that you get, the amount of sales that you get. It literally takes one video, and you have the best chance to do that on TikTok. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is LinkedIn. Okay. So I want to talk about LinkedIn here for a minute. And the reason why, for me, I'm testing the waters with LinkedIn. So I'm going to share my screen, and I want to show you one of the creators, one of the guys, people that I follow on YouTube a lot is Gary Vee. If you guys are a Gary Vee fan, put Gary Vee in the comments. So, and here's what I also do this is where I get some quick education, some quick learning, and some quick understanding. I mean, obviously, Gary Vee talks a lot about getting out there on social and crushing it and going to do the thing and all that other stuff, right? It's no surprise. Gary talks about a lot, he's built his entire business on the back of social media, right? So one day I was kind of scrolling through, and this is how I approach Gary Vee, and this is how you guys can literally approach any content creator out there, especially creators that put out longer form pieces of content. When I say longer form, I mean like not just more than a minute, but like this video is like 50 minutes. Some of his videos here like an hour and 4 minutes. All that other stuff, 33 minutes, whatever. So when I was scrolling through, I saw this video right here, and it says, how to actually grow your business on social media in 2025. But specifically, I was looking at this thumbnail right here. It says "Go hard as F on this," right? So that kind of got my attention, and I was like, oh. Now, I saw a 27-minute video. At the time I saw this, I was literally sitting on my couch, and I was like, do I feel like going through all 27 minutes right now? So the answer to that was no, I didn't feel like doing that. So what I did is I hit the little three dots right here, and then I copied the URL to the video. Now, this is where it gets, here's just a little tool, a little trick for you guys to use. So I copied the URL to the video, and I went over to this website, and I've shared this with you guys before. Okay. Comey.ai. You guys can, for completely free, it's a completely free website. And I took the URL and I pasted it in here. Okay. I pasted the URL in here, and I got the entire script from the video. All right. So I took the whole script from Gary's video, and then I went over to ChatGPT. And you guys probably know where I'm going over here. Okay. So I got the whole script. Let me see if I can find it. This stupid thing's in my way here. LinkedIn home business, social media strategy tips. Is this it here? Yeah, this is it here. Okay. And you guys can see what I did here. You can see the whole video script right here. Whole video script. And all I did is I said, summarize this YouTube transcript and tell me what social media strategies to focus on and which one specifically is, to put the most focus on. And that's what I asked ChatGPT. And then I copied this script right here. This script right here. The go hard is F on this. I put that in there. So instead of taking the 27 minutes to go watch the whole video, because let's face it, we can all, and Gary Vee included, can be a little all over the place sometimes. So why not let ChatGPT do the work for you? And it's like main takeaways from the transcript. And it talks about what to post, how to post on just social overall. And it says right here, and this is what got my attention. LinkedIn is the platform to dominate right now. Okay.
Wow.
LinkedIn is the platform to dominate. And then it breaks it down even more. Social media strategies to focus on, right? LinkedIn, main focus, right? Post value-driven insights with your face on camera. So that's, if you kind of read between the lines here, that's a great way to focus specifically over on LinkedIn, because if you scroll through LinkedIn right now, what are most people doing? Most people are like, they're posting jobs, they're seeking employees, and it's just really standard posts. It's like your basic posts, right? And they're mostly word-based posts. Okay. So in order to stand out over on LinkedIn, because if you think about it, LinkedIn, what makes LinkedIn different from TikTok or even Facebook Reels? TikTok is very much entertainment or infotainment, right? It's very visual, very, very visual. The people that are using LinkedIn right now, they are there, most of them. Most people that are using LinkedIn are there for business-related purposes. Okay, so can you guys see the difference? Comment yes if you guys can see the difference. Where TikTok is entertainment or infotainment, right? Where LinkedIn is much more business driven. It's most people are on LinkedIn to go find how to get results. Okay. So it's a different level of thinking. It's a different caliber of person. Yeah, a little more professional driven. Okay. So that's why Gary Vee is talking about that. Here's another thing too that you guys may want to think about too. Another thing, and this came right out of Gary's video, is um, let me highlight both of these right here. Okay, is when you guys are out there, Insta, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. This is this literally goes back to another training that we did where we talked about RVL. So everybody comment that right now. Comment RVL, RVL, and then if you guys who can tell me what RVL stands for? Okay, and this is Gary Vee. This is exactly what he mentioned right here in these notes. Okay, what he mentioned RVL. He didn't actually say the words, but he mentioned the AR results, value, lifestyle. Right. So when you guys are posting, okay, right now, most of us are just posting. It doesn't matter what platform it's on. Most of us are just posting business, 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 like over and over and over and over again. Here's my business. Here's my business. Here's my business. Like that's cool. And that will get you results. That can get you results. But if you really want to brand yourself, you need to mix in there. You need to add in. And I'm not just saying this because, like, hey, this is what I think, this is what I feel. This is advice. Not only have we shared this with you guys before, but this advice is literally coming from a social media expert. Gary Vee is 1000% a social media expert. The guy dominates in the space. He's got millions and millions and millions and millions of followers. He makes millions of dollars per month. Period. The guy knows what he's talking about, right? And he says right here, mix personal stories, hobbies, raw moments, build emotional connections and relatability. Okay? Document the journey. This part here is so important. Document the journey. Use, wait for it, short form videos to show your learning curve, behind the scenes, growth, building for long term brand trust. In other words, RVL. Not only do you share some results, you give some value, you give some inside tips, you show some lifestyle. Lifestyle, most people do not do the L. Most people do not do the lifestyle, which is letting people know that you are a real person. 100, I'm going to put my hand up. I am 100% guilty of this because I mostly go business, business, business. And I also need to mix this up a little more. But I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys want to look at what are the key takeaways right now in the middle of 2025 that is being presented to you from a social media expert, okay, mix it up a little bit. Don't just do business, business, business. This stuff makes sense, guys? Comment makes sense. Let me know. But again, these are my takeaways. So when I see, right, when I'm out there on social and I'm scrolling through YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and I see a video, especially one that says go hard as F on this, I'm like, man, what is this social media expert saying to go really hard on? Like, what are the takeaways that I can get from that and start applying into my business? And I kind of said, I've never really touched on, right? I've never really touched on that. Okay. Linda, 1000% go work on your mindset, girl. Go work on your mindset. Don't be posting stuff like I'm not sure anyone wants my current lifestyle. You're better than that. I'm telling you right now. You are better than that. Don't think like that. That like thinking like that, speaking like that, putting that out into the ether. You're big, you're advertising to yourself that you're not good enough. So I'm telling you right now, cut that shit out. Don't do that. Adjust your thinking. You're better than that. You are here showing up every day. You are here attending daily. You are putting in the work. Talk about that. Talk about the fact that you show up every day. That's a freaking awesome thing. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So, anyway, guys, so I decided to go ahead and get out onto LinkedIn. Brand new account, like literally just created days ago. And what am I doing? If we look at the tips that I got from ChatGPT and Gary's video, okay, here's why: recruiters, business leads, value driven insights. And here's one of the things that Gary talked about in his video, which most people on LinkedIn are not doing. So here's a big, fat, huge clue. Big, fat, huge clue. Okay. Putting your face on camera and showing your face on LinkedIn, because most people are not doing that. Okay. So this gives you an edge. This gives you a chance to stand out compared to everybody else. Again, when the people that are on that platform are business driven, sales driven, marketing driven, results driven versus a TikTok or an Insta, which is a little more, infotainment type of stuff. Okay. So when I'm on here, I'm just giving you guys a couple examples. So this video right here, and I've only done like 3 or 4 posts so far. Okay. I think that's all I've done so far, but I'm already getting people that are trying to connect with me. I'm already getting post impressions. People are searching for me, which is cool. And by the way, I'll share with you guys if you guys want to get out on LinkedIn. I'm not saying you have to. Again, I'm just giving you guys insight. This all goes back to resiliency and mental toughness, because one of my main income drivers right now, which is Facebook, my Facebook account with 80,000 followers is down and out. I can't use it right now. So what are some other things that I'm doing right now to work around, to find other ways to win? This is one of them. Okay. So I'll show you guys how I set all this stuff up here in a second. So I have a few posts out there. And again, most of these are, so far, these are value driven posts, right? I shot a video of myself, on a webinar, basically just talking about what you got to do to win. Again, mental toughness, personal development. Top 10, this is right out of my econ, by the way. Top 10 tax benefits working from home that W-2 employees don't get, that home business owners do get. And there's 5 different slides, right? So again, a lot of value-driven stuff. Value-driven, okay? So now, when we look at, if you have an interest on LinkedIn and tapping into this, what did I do? I went over to, let me see if I can find this. TikTok. I went over to ChatGPT. I know this is crazy, right? I went over to ChatGPT. And what did I do? What is the best strategy to launch a new LinkedIn account targeted at people interested in home-based business? Not rocket science there, right? So I asked ChatGPT that question, and ChatGPT broke it down. Phase 1, do this. Here's your headline. Here's your profile banner. Here's your story. Phase 2, how to start connecting with people. Phase 3, content strategy. Oh my gosh. ChatGPT literally gave me the answers to the test and told me how to start posting on LinkedIn to start building and growing my account. Again, guys, if you want to build on LinkedIn, like I mentioned in the very beginning, slow down to go fast. You got to slow down to go fast. The answers are always right in front of you. Okay. Use carousels, short videos. LinkedIn loves carousels. Now, some of you guys might be saying, what the hell's a carousel? I asked the same question. Guess what I did? I went to ChatGPT and I said, what's a carousel? It is basically a group of pictures that people can slide through. Oh, wait, look, here's 5 pictures that people could slide through. It really wasn't that complicated. And oh, wait, these tax benefits that are on these cool pictures that are on these memes right here, in this same exact thread, I asked ChatGPT and I said, hey, can you create me 5 images about tax benefits for people who work from home? Boom, got my images. Like, guys, all this is stuff that's just right out there at your fingertips that you guys can use at any point in time. You don't need a training on this. You don't need me to teach it to you. You just need to go start playing with ChatGPT and just go have fun. That's it. Like I learned literally by typing stuff in, and ChatGPT came back with an answer. And then I would ask another question and then another and another. And it's just did it. Habit. That's it. Okay. So, when a roadblock comes into your way, guys, when something, You get a TikTok account shut down, you get your Facebook account suspended, or whatever it is. The point is here, guys, the overall point of what we're sharing with you guys is there's always, always, always going to be stuff that's in your way. Whether it's time, whether it's family, whether it's social media, it doesn't matter. There's always going to be something in your way. But the reality is, you can get around it if you want to. You can find ways to grow. You can find ways to build. You can find ways to get leads. You can find ways to get sales. There's always a solution. Always, always, always a solution. Okay. So do me a favor. Put that in the comments right now. Always a solution. You know, it's just a success at home in this business, in any business, is always about mental toughness and resiliency. And the beautiful part is if your mental toughness is waning, if your confidence is waning, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling whatever, you can fix that. You can fix it. You just need to want it. That's it. And if you want it, you know exactly what to do. Personal development every single day, mental toughness, resiliency. There's far too much evidence out there that people are winning as content creators, as home-based business owners, as entrepreneurs. There's thousands, if not millions, of stories out there of people winning. If they can win, so can you. Regardless of where you are right now, what your lifestyle is like, what you've earned, what you haven't earned, it doesn't, none of that stuff matters. You can win if you want to. Bill, anything else on that?
No, I think I just said it before. I mean, that's the resilience. I love the TikTok. I mean, the LinkedIn stuff. I'm working on TikTok a little as you're coaching here, doing a little TikTok. Like I said, still fixing my profiles, things like that. But yeah, resilience. You have to. That's that's the biggest thing that we deal with on a daily basis, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's it, my friends. That is it. So that's it for today, guys. Little storytelling. I mean, real life example, guys. Real life examples. Um, the solutions out there, the answers are out there. There's always ways to go in. If you guys again are not on TikTok, you guys are not taking advantage of that. Go do that. Another great tool and resource for you guys for literally just about anything is ChatGPT. If you guys are like, I know AI, you guys think AI, and you're like, ooh, you get nervous, especially some of us that are a little more old school. You get nervous, but just it's so user friendly. It is so user friendly. Get out there and just go have fun with it. Go play with it. Literally go talk to ChatGPT like it's a real person. And you will be amazed at the type of information you can get, the type of answers you can get, the type of support and help you can get from ChatGPT. It's incredible. So make sure you guys are slowing down to go fast and taking advantage of these resources, and just know that the answer is always out there for you guys. You guys can go figure it out. You guys can go get those results you're after. You got to have that mental toughness. You got to do the personal development. You got to put the time in, and you got to work. If you're willing to do those things, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you guys live tomorrow. Later.